All right, so in this video, what I'm going to do is show you how to edit the menu on your main property site. So if I go to my property site here, as you can see up at the top, there's a menu. And then if I scroll down to the bottom, you can see a menu here as well. And I'm going to show you exactly how to edit that. So if we go back to the dashboard here and we go over to where it says pages, we scroll down to where it says menus and we click on that. As you can see, once we click on that, we can see the actual menu that's on the page. This here is a custom link. What I'm going to recommend you do, because your site has this as well, is simply add whatever is up in your URL bar up at the top. I want you to add that to your home page. So we're going to copy yourarea.investordealpro.com, or let's say your area. In my case, it's going to be Greensboro. thelocalhousebuyer.com. And again, as I've mentioned in the previous video, thelocalhousebuyer.com applies to your website as well. So you can put yourarea.thelocalhousebuyer.com, or you can put yourarea.investordealpro.com. Either way, it's always going to go back to investordealpro.com. So we're going to leave it at greensboro.thelocalhousebuyer.com. I'm going to go ahead and leave that the way it is. Under properties, you can change this name by selecting the arrow next to the page, and you can make this say whatever you want. I'm going to add properties for sale, or discounted properties rather. Property deals, you can add something like that. For the purposes of this, I'm going to add, let's say, property deals, and I'm going to leave that alone. Under sellers, I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to say sell your house now, or in fact I can actually erase now. I can just say sell your house rather than seller. Instead of lender, I'm just going to add partner, and then under buyers, I'm simply going to leave that as buyers. Okay, so I'm going to leave that alone. I can add this to a primary menu, which is basically the menu at the top of the page. I can add it to a mobile menu as well. So if they visit from their mobile phone, they can see that as well. Then I can also add it under footer menu if I wanted to. Another thing you want to keep in mind is make sure up at the very top you select under the drop down it says top bar menu. Make sure that you select that, and then this will be the top bar menu. As you can see right here, this will be the menu that you're actually editing. I'm going to go ahead and click on save menu, and then I'm also going to change the footer menu as well. So I'm going to go to the main footer menu. I'm going to select it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to change all of this out. So I'm going to make this say home. I'm going to make this say partner. Partners. I'm going to make this say buyer. Or buyers. And I'm also going to make this say right here, I'm going to make this a sell your property, or sell your house, right? And I'm going to leave that alone. Another thing you want to do, you can drag and drop these any way that you want. Okay, so if I wanted sell your property to be first, I will put that there. I can even make it go underneath the home link. So if I wanted to make it as part of a drop down, I can do that, and I can make this as part of a drop down as well, just like that. All right, I'm going to leave this the way it is. I'm going to leave this property submission as a drop down on the main site. All right, I'm going to leave it alone on this particular site. Make sure that footer menu is selected and click on save. Now another thing I want to show you, in fact, let me go back to where it says top bar menu here, select that. And under where it says home, I want to take this property deals and put it underneath the buyers tab. And now that's going to be part of the menu. Okay. That's going to be part of a drop down. So I'm going to go ahead and click on save. And now that that's saved, the last thing that I want to show you is how to add things to the menu. So you can add whatever you want. It doesn't necessarily need to be these tabs here. You can click on add to menu. You can select whatever is in the side column here. But if you wanted to add something, you can add a post if you wanted to. I will leave that alone. But you can add whatever you want there. Custom link, you can add whatever you want. Let's just say you wanted to add your Facebook link there. So if I go to, let's say, facebook.com, or let's just say youtube.com. Let's say I wanted to add my YouTube page here. I can go back to the menu and I can drop YouTube in there. And then I can just make it say YouTube or whatever I wanted to say, right? Maybe I can say watch our YouTube videos, right? But in this case, I'm just gonna make it say YouTube, right? And I'm gonna click on add to menu, and then notice what happens. It has add to menu. Another thing you could do is you can add categories, right? So if you wanted to add a category, you can do that here as well. I'm going to leave that alone for now, but you can play around with that as well. Under custom links though, maybe you had a contact us page that you want to send your visitors to. You can add a contact page. You can add a custom link there, right? Maybe you had you created a page, which I showed you how to do that already, but maybe you create a page and then you add the contact us page on there. But you just play around with the menu. Now, if I go back to my site and I refresh the page, notice what happens. So now it says home, it says sell your house as we set up within the menu. It says partner, and then it says buyers. And then on the buyers, it has property deals. And you can make this, you can customize this color however you see fit. I showed you how to do that already as far as customizing colors in an earlier video. All right, so I'm just going to leave it like this, and I think it looks pretty good. And if I scroll down to the bottom, as you can see, it says home, sell your house, and partners, and it has the menu that I set there. If I click on this arrow, it shoots me right back up to the top, and as you can see, the page is really coming along. So design your page any way that you see fit, and if you have any questions, reach out to us.